First set, Jack Brasington to serve.
Brasington, the bottom of your screen in all white. Roddick at the top.
What? Love 15.
Jack Brasington going to pick it up his own balls there. Used to doing that in the satellite circuits, I guess.
Well, Brasington clearly a little nervous here to start this match. First point was a double fault and pushes that one long. Andy Roddick actually won the toss, elected to receive. I'm sure that's why.
Love 40.
So Brasington starts out with 2 double faults, and it's immediately triple break point for Andy Roddick at love 40.
That's that mistake with Cyclops I was talking about earlier today.
Well, he's double faulted twice. Maybe the machine was anticipating another.
Good possibility.
Replay the point.
And an overrule.
Love 40.
Ball was called out, and then Steve Ulrich in the chair overruled it, said it's good, so the players will replay the point at love 40. So Jack Brasington picks up his first point of this match, but it's still double break point for Andy Roddick. That's out, and Andy Roddick with an easy break here in the opening game.
First game.
Roddick leads 1-love. And tonight, we apologize ahead of time, you will be hearing deafening roars from jets flying overhead. Apparently LaGuardia Airport nearby has been backed up today, so they've abandoned their policy of not allowing the planes to fly over the Arthur Ashe Stadium and the National Tennis Center, so the planes are coming overhead, and occasionally it's so loud you can't hear anything down there. Andy Roddick to serve, leading 1-love here in the first set. There we go. Jack Brasington with his first winner of the match.
$15.
122-mile-an-hour serve for Roddick. He's got the second fastest serve of the 2001 U.S. Open at 139. American Taylor Dent with the fastest at 142 miles an hour.
Some of James Blake's serves today too would have been fairly well up there. Certainly a lot of young guys coming through now. American tennis looking very good. Marty Fish also in that group.
Peter, many people have wondered how long Andy Roddick can get away with this service motion.
30 all.
There's his first double fault to get us to 30 all. He obviously just gets a tremendous amount of pace on the ball, but puts a lot of pressure on that rotator cuff.
Yeah, that's true. Jan Michael Gamble having to pull out from this event with rotator cuff tendonitis. So it's something that may have to be looked at later on in his career.
So Andy Roddick has little trouble holding serve. And it's 2-love. Roddick out in front here in the first set. Jack Brasington graduated from the University of Texas here in the United States last May, in 2000 of May, with a degree in corporate communications. Decided to make a go of it on the tour. He's been playing challengers since then.
Let. 15-0.
Good serve from Brasington, jamming Roddick. Brasington has advanced to the finals of 3 challenger events, semifinalist in 1, quarterfinalist in 2 others. Now Roddick all over that one.
15-30.
15-30. An ace for Jack Brasington. Gives him his first game point. 120 miles an hour. So Jack Brasington is on the board, but Andy Roddick up a break here in the first set, leading 2-1.
2 games to 1.
Better game by Jack Brasington there. A lot more first serves in. And certainly had a bit of power in the last couple, 116 miles an hour, and the previous 120. Ace down the middle. Just sort of settling in.
Does he have his own line of clothing there, Peter? Look at that. It's got the Braz on the shirt. What's up?
Could well be. Don't know him well enough to get the locker room trash talk.
You're ranked 223 in the world, and you got your own shirts, man. Actually, his family owns their own business. They manufacture swimwear. So obviously in the clothing business, maybe they cut a deal to get some kind of shirt made for him. This is a big deal for him. His first ever tour event, and it's the U.S. Open.
Time. Seats, please.
So Andy Roddick up a break, serving at 2-1 here in the first set.
Holy smokes. 141 miles per hour.
But it didn't go in.
Crowd's gonna roar. They like what they see.
Has to go in to count. That ball just long. See Brasington, though, getting a little more comfortable out there, starting to stay in the rallies a little longer.
.138. This is amazing.
Well, Andy Roddick, at one point this year, had held serve 91% of the time.
With a cannon like that, why not?
That was immediately following the Tennis Masters Series events.
Light. Second. Love.
So Andy Roddick on the verge of holding it love. He's also close to the top in break point saved, so pretty good combination.
The game, Roddick.
Well, that was in, and it was 136 miles an hour. And Andy Roddick holds. He maintains his one-break lead here in the first set, up 3-1.
Bit of heat there. Certainly a power horse.
It's a winner. Well, Jack Brasington has done a good job with his ranking, improving, playing challengers. Last year at the end of the year ranked 392 in the world, and now he's up to 223, which is a huge jump if you think about it. While Roddick, on the other hand, his ranking has risen from number 158 at the end of last year to number 18 now. A little bit more significant of a jump.
15-30.
And now Andy Roddick with a chance to secure a second break. It's now 15-40.
Game, Roddick.
And Roddick does indeed break for the second time in this first set.
Roddick leads 4-1.
Roddick on cruise control, leading 4-1 here in the first set. Well, Peter, Jack Brasington will be 25 on September 9th and is trying to make a living out on the tennis circuit. At what point do you tell yourself, you know, it's not going to work out? Of course, it appears to be working for him. He's made significant progress in the last year, but how does that usually work? Is everybody different?
Well, everyone's different. It obviously depends on finances. If you don't have the finances to go through and pursue a career, then it's a very tough battle. And if that's the case, then you obviously in tennis you've got to share some rooms with some of the players on the smaller tournaments and just grind your way. You obviously can't eat, you know, your big 3-course meals or stay in your luxurious hotels as the players do in the ATP Tour. But you just got to.
Andy Roddick looking up at the Jumbotron, seeing a guy hold up a sign that says "Power tennis is dull." I want the wood back, talking about wooden rackets. And sure those guys aren't going to have a beer after the match. Well, Roddick couldn't have a beer anyway. He's only 19 years old. Have a Coke after the match, I should say. 15-love. Roddick up 2 breaks, 4-1. Andy Roddick actually started the year playing challengers. He won one in Hawaii to begin the year. Now quickly times change. Roddick already with 3 ATP titles, Atlanta, Houston, and a couple of weeks ago in Washington. Roddick up 40 love.
The gentleman's just getting escorted from the court by security. Still waving his flags around, his signs.
This is the guy that isn't too impressed with the power tennis. There he goes. Good night. Well, here in the United States, everyone has the right to speak their mind. Don't always agree with them. So Roddick commits a double fault, and it's 40-15. Well, 40-30.
Deuce.
Well, Roddick double faults twice, telling himself to focus. He's allowed this game to get from 40 love to deuce.
Advantage Roddick.
Tough return to go there. Just missing wide. Took it very early.
I think I would just close my eyes and swing. Jeez.
It's a bit of a tough battle out there.
That's wide, and Roddick almost falls over the net, but he holds serve, and it's 5-1.
Roddick leads 5-1.
Peter, obviously this is not just the second match for Jack Brasington.
He's had a battle through qualifying. Beat little Japanese guy 7-6 in the third set. Tiebreak 16-14. I'm sure he would have been down some match points in that stage. After qualifying.
Yeah, actually he saved 4 match points in that match.
Like 15.
To get through that, come right through now. It's a great effort. Took out tour veteran Ronald Agenor from Haiti, also in the last round of qualifying.
So this would be his 5th match of the U.S. Open.
15-0.
But he only gets second round prize money, right?
Yep.
Just checking.
But it's a pretty good payday.
His best of his short career, I'm sure. Wow.
A nice shot from Brasington. By reaching this point in the tournament, he's guaranteed $20,000.
30-15.
Winner of this match will receive $35,000 at least. So we see him tee off.
40-15.
So Brasington now with a chance to hold for a second time here in the opening set.
Game.
And he does. So Jack Brasington down a couple of breaks. Roddick will be serving for the first set at 5-2.
Well, he's back. Man with the signs is back, way up high. Cameras haven't caught on to it yet. These New York tennis fans don't miss a trick.
No. This is very much the place to be in the New York area, the night session of the U.S. Open. That guy loves this stage. Andy Roddick, the 18th seed last year, the junior champion in this event. He lost in the first round of the main draw, got in as a wild card. And then a week later is when the juniors start, and he ran through the field without dropping a set to win the U.S. Open junior title.
Time.
So Andy Roddick will try to put the nail in the coffin here at the end of the first set. He's up 5-2 serving. Roddick, in winning the junior title last year, will try to become the first player ever to win the junior title one year, then turn around and win the men's title the next. If he serves like that for this tournament, he's going to be pretty tough to beat. That one 124. Second ace of the game. Actually, Stefan Edberg is the only one to have won both titles here, though not back-to-back. He won the junior title in '83 and then, of course, was a two-time champion. Men's level.
Game, first set.
Andy Roddick has just served his way to winning the first set. 22 minutes it took for Roddick to take the opening set.
Well, he's man on a mission, Andy Roddick. Good success in the two previous Grand Slams before here. French Open, Roland Garros ran into some trouble and twisted his ankle playing Leighton Hewitt. Ref being in quite good control of that match.
Yeah, it was set all and 2-all in the third set, and he had to retire. Brasington, he began playing this sport at age 7. His family, the men in his family, were American football players. He could have been a third-generation football player, but he fell out of a tree when he was 6 years old and broke his leg. And the doctors told his parents not to allow him to play contact sports. So there went the football dreams, and his grandfather suggested he take up tennis. So he did, and the rest is history, as they say. We all have our stories, don't we?
Time.
So Andy Roddick has just taken the first set. Jack Brasington will again begin the second set serving like he did the first.
Seats, please. Love 15.
Well done.
Very good play there from Jack Brasington coming in and find that short ball. Very solid forehand volley punched into the open court. Another good volley.
Correction.
Called out but overruled by chair umpire Steve Ulrich. A lot of stick on that backhand volley.
He's got to do something. Starting to come to the net. Well, as you told me before the match started, Peter, Brasington does play some doubles out there on the Challenger circuit as well, so used to getting into the net. But he's down a break point here in his opening service game of the second set.
Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick breaks to begin
First game, second set.
the second set. Roddick took the first one 6-2. He's up 1-love here in the second. Looking down at Arthur Ashe Stadium here at the National Tennis Center, where day 5 is coming to a close with Andy Roddick out on court against Jack Brasington. Roddick breaks in the opening game. He serves at 1-love.
15-love.
And yet another ace for Andy Roddick.
It's a lot of kick off that second serve as well. The ball really moves up through the air. As soon as it bounces, you're kicking away. Very tough serve to return.
Well, what happened there? I think he just took his eye off of it.
30-15.
Take a look.
Plays a nice approach there, and Brasington pretty much hits it straight to him. I'm a little surprised how easy it was.
And now 40-15 for Andy Roddick to go up 2-love here in the second set.
A bit annoyed with himself there. Doesn't want to let Brasington back into this match.
And he doesn't want to be on the court any longer than he has to either.
Exactly.
Game Roddick.
So Roddick holds serve. He's up 2-love, and that could benefit Andy Roddick very much. His first round match was fairly easy, straight set victory. Looks like he shouldn't have a problem tonight. And as this 2-week Grand Slam tournament begins to unfold, the guys who haven't been on the court for as much time are usually, obviously, the guys who are fresher.
That's true.
Thanks for backing me up on that, Pete.
Wow. See a couple of guys like Rafter and Lepenti through to the third round a day early than all these matches being played today, and although they are scheduled tomorrow, gives them a little bit extra time to recover, of course.
15-0.
Well, Roddick looks upset every single time he makes a mistake. I mean, it's like he doesn't let anything go. You never have to wonder how he feels.
Oh, good point from Roddick. Stretch Brasington right out on that forehand wing. I think the young fella, he's got to keep his concentration. That's probably the toughest thing with a serve like that he has. Could become very bored with himself.
And it's 15-30.
30-all.
Make it 30-all quickly. Brasington, a former hitting partner for Mary Jo Fernandez, standout on the women's tour for several years.
The ball obviously coming back a little bit faster from Andy Roddick than it was from Mary Jo. Maybe catching by surprise here. He comes up with a great shot here. Pouring it into the open court.
That sets up a game point for Brasington, 40-30.
Game Brasington.
Roddick thought it was long, but it goes down in the books as an ace. So Jack Brasington holds serve, but Roddick up a break, 2-1 here in the second set. Well, Andy Roddick coming off a hard court victory in Washington at the Legg Mason. He was the number 9 seed, advanced to the finals, beating Sheng Shawkin 6-2, 6-3. Almost had a final match with Andre Agassi, but Shawkin upset Agassi in the semis of that event.
Would have been interesting to see the outcome of that result.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Roddick's had very little trouble beating current and former number 1 players. He took out Marcelo Rios and Pete Sampras earlier this year. Also beat Carlos Moya and Gustavo Kuerten in Montreal at the Tennis Masters Series Canada. And I'm sure he would have loved to have played Andre Agassi.
It'd be a great experience playing Agassi. A lead-up event to the US Open.
Time.
At any time for that matter.
Roddick in complete control so far here tonight against that man, 24-year-old Jack Brasington, about to have a birthday in about a week. Speaking of birthdays, Andy Roddick's was yesterday, turned 19.
Happy birthday, young fella. Clever play from Brasington, seizing the opportunity, knowing that Roddick was off balance from that short ball.
And it's love 30. A little bit of an opening now for Brasington. The ball just long.
Good return again from Brasington, taking that ball very early on the rise.
And now Jack Brasington has a couple of break points here against Andy Roddick. 15-40. Well, he's got one more break point. He saves them both. We go to deuce.
Listed here is Jack Brasington having 4 coaches. Don Petrine, Cologne Nunez, Dave Borelli, and Jim Shepard. It's quite a combination.
Hey.
Advantage Roddick.
So Roddick about to apparently serve his way out of a tight spot. Down 15-40 in this game. Now game point for him.
Game Roddick.
And he holds. So Roddick maintains his 1-break lead here in the second set. He reads 3-1.
Roddick leads 3-1.
Earlier this year, Brasington advanced to the finals of the Challenger in Lexington, Kentucky. Lost to former tour regular Paul Goldstein, 6-3 in the third.
15 love. Left. Second six. $30-15.
Double fault for Brasington. He can't afford to make unforced errors like that. Every game so crucial to him.
The backhand sails long. It's 30 all. Brasington wanting to keep his foot in the door here. Not give Roddick too much of an upper hand.
$30-40.
Now a chance to hold for Jack Brasington. Excuse me, break point.
Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick jumps out in front. 2 breaks now here in the second
Roddick
set.
leads 4 games to 1.
And he leads 4-1. He did the same thing in the first set. Roddick with 2 breaks in that opening set and was able to take the first 6-2. And Peter, I mean, as you can tell, it's tough for us sometimes to keep our train of thoughts when we're doing a match like this where one player just rolling right along like this. But for Andy Roddick, I mean, as young as he is, he's got to learn how to win matches like this fairly quickly and convincingly.
Definitely, he's got to keep his momentum going, keep his focus on the job, as he's saying before, making comment after missing a couple of unforced errors. And sometimes it is very difficult to do that. I mean, he's still got a set and a half to go at least, and in that you can become very irritated with yourself for missing a few shots and also having those lapses.
Well, it's been a beautiful evening here at the National Tennis Center. Record crowds here today in day number 5. Here on Arthur Ashe Stadium, there have been no upsets during the day. The day began with Martina Hingis almost going out. She had to hang on in a 3rd set tiebreaker against Eva Maioli. Then Goran Ivanisevic continuing his winning ways as we peer over the side of the stadium. Knocking out Justin Gimelstob, Serena Williams an easy winner. Lindsay Davenport was the match before this one. And now Andy Roddick appears to be on his way to an easy win.
$15.
There we go.
15-0. $30-15.
Nice big serve again. Andy Roddick's just got so much power.
125. 30-15. Well, Roddick got away with one. In the latter rounds, he'll have to do a lot more with shots like that. But Roddick now with a chance to hold.
Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick holds serve, and he's one game away from taking this second set. See, Brasington held twice in the first set, now has a chance to duplicate that here in the second.
Good return. Roddick, Brasington committed already towards the left-hand corner.
Love to do.
Now Andy Roddick 2 points away from taking this second set. Took him 22 minutes to win the first set.
Love 40.
And now triple set point for Andy Roddick. Love 40.
Game, second set.
So Andy Roddick won the first set in 22 minutes and appears to have duplicated that as he takes a 2 sets to love lead. Just as he hit that ball, the clock changed from 42 to 43 minutes. So he won that one a little faster. But if you're Jack Brasington right now, what in the world do you tell yourself, Peter? You just try to come up with some small goals, say I want to try to win this number of games, or try to, what do you do?
Pray for miracles, I think. He knew tonight he'd have his hands very full. But basically just got to come out there and try and get 1 point at a time. Just get a lot more first serves in if you can, and it's very tough. I mean, Roddick's playing very well these days. Huge serve and big ground strokes. I think you just got to try and work away, getting a point at a time, try and get a game here and there, believe in yourself. If not, then just enjoy the moment that you're out there, because this is one heck of an experience for Jack Brasington right now.
Andy Roddick looking to move into the third round.
Comes up against Alex Gorecha in the third round. Gorecha outclassing Jerome Golmard from France.
That could definitely be a test for Andy Roddick.
Third set. 15 left.
Wow.
30 love.
30 love.
Love. Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick holds on, serving bombs. 137 miles an hour. That ties for the 4th fastest serve here at the 2001 U.S. Open. You see, that hit Brasington in the arm. Ouch. Wish we could get a close-up of his arm. He's got a big red mark on there. So Brasington will be serving at love 1 here in the 3rd set.
Well, that's what he needs to do, just one at a time.
15 love.
Not too worried about trying to get sets or games at this stage.
But 30 love.
And now 30 love. So Brasington looking strong in the first 2 points.
A little change in tactics there. Reaping the reward for Roddick.
And now 30 all. And Peter, this may be a silly question, but do you ever, when you're in this much control of a match, start to try to work on things, or do you just save that for the practice court and try to get off this court as quick as possible?
Well, I think Roddick's intentions will be to get off here tonight as quickly as he can. You never know, Grand Slam tennis, best of 5 sets. It's a long way back there for Brasington in his first ever Grand Slam. But saw James Blake today play 2 sets of his life.
So Brasington holds serve, and it's 1-all here in the 3rd set. First time the score has been tied other than 0-0.
1 game all.
His fans appreciative of that fact. So Roddick now serving at 1-all. You can see on that serve, all Brasington can do is just basically stick his racket out there.
Or his arm.
Yeah, as we saw in the last service game from Roddick. Got hit on the arm.
It's that little area that Roddick doesn't want to slip into. Just losing concentration, throwing in errors. Oh, he's got a big answer. One out wide, 121 miles an hour, and Jack Brasington a lot of trouble in trying to get that serve back.
Roddick with a chance to go up 2-1.
Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick holds serve. We're on serve in the 3rd set. Roddick up 2 sets to love. And now 2-1 here in the 3rd.
Roddick changing shirts there. Still quite a humid night out there. There's a lot of chances of storm approaching this afternoon.
Well, the schedule's been released for tomorrow. And, of course, Andy Roddick will have a day off. And here on the Arthur Ashe Stadium, the day will begin with Mauresmo, the 8th seed in the women's draw, taking on the 28th seed Shanda Rubin. And Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi will also be in action in separate matches on Arthur Ashe Stadium. Then the evening session will feature Jennifer Capriati, the 2nd seed, and then an intriguing matchup, one that we're all looking forward to tomorrow night at this time. The 6th seed in the men's draw, Patrick Rafter, will take on Nicholas Lipinti, the 26th seed, but Lipinti playing some very good tennis as of now. But right here, Brasington serving at 1-2 in the 3rd set. Roddick up 2 sets to love.
$15 love.
Maybe Roddick's got a couple of bets going with his coach on how many games he's going to give to Brasington.
15 all.
Well, he's a little bit frustrated, but I think he just doesn't want to fall into a little bit of a hole, lose the concentration and the momentum that he's got. Can make the night very long.
And now Andy Roddick up 15-30 in this game. But Brasington gets even at 30 all.
Second. 30-40.
And another double fault for Brasington. And with it, Andy Roddick now has a break point. 30-40. Well, big serve set up that point for Brasington. And we go to deuce.
Advantage to Brasington.
A good hold there for Jack Brasington. Levels at 2 games all in this 3rd set.
2 games all. Love.
So we're on serve here in this 3rd set. 15 love in this game.
30 love.
And now Roddick firmly in control, up 40 love.
Lashed out there. A little bit of
40,
uncontrol,
15.
well, not too much control involved in that shot.
Went for a bit much.
40-15.
Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick holds on, but we're on serve here in this third set.
Roddick leads 3 games to
Roddick
2.
out in front, 3-2. Andy Roddick, this is his 3rd Grand Slam of the year. Did not play at the Australian, then at the French. Advanced to the 3rd round, retiring to Leighton Hewitt in that round. But he beat Michael Chang in the 2nd round in a thrilling 5-set match in which he cramped up. And then at Wimbledon, he advanced to the 3rd round before running into Goran Ivanisevic, who dispatched Roddick in 4 sets. So Brasington making it a little more interesting here in the 3rd set.
He's making a bit of headway. Again, just basically concentrating on his serve, taking point by point. Now he's getting game by game, so it's the only way to really approach this. Has been a very quick match though. Just done not quite even an hour, 57 minutes.
Love 15.
Now 15 all. The 7th double fault for Jack Brasington makes it 15-30. Andy Roddick has committed just 13 unforced errors here in this match. Not looking very happy with himself. 30 all. He's got 22 winners to go along with those unforced errors.
Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick now up 4-2. A break here in this 3rd set. And if Roddick does not break Brasington, he would have to hold serve 2 more times. Actually, 2 more times to secure the match.
Amazing just noticing how much more Roddick's sweating than Brasington.
15
Putting a lot more into it.
You know, he's always like that. Seems like he's just dripping. You know, some guys are like that. He goes through several shirts in a match.
Began playing tennis at age 4. Also enjoyed playing basketball.
He actually played basketball on his high school team.
Any good?
I never saw him play.
Well, I think it's a good thing he chose tennis. Certainly a big prospect.
I have read where he can dunk a basketball, so. Well, and now he gives Brasington a little prayer here. 15-30. Roddick served up 10 aces in this match. Now would be a good time for one.
Good shot making again from Brasington.
15-40.
Not going to go out of this game without a fight.
And now it's 15-40, a double break point for Jack Brasington. Well, ace number 11, 116 miles an hour, erases that break chance, but still one more. Well, Andy Roddick double faults the game away, and Jack Brasington breaks back. And again, we're on serve here in the third set. Well, obviously a little bit of a mental lapse from Andy Roddick there, double faulting on that game point. It's his 5th double fault in the match.
Yeah, he's not too impressed with himself, letting Brasington get into this match. Crowd certainly erupted. They want him. They want to see a bit more tennis here. Both young guys. Brasington 25, still quite young. And Andy Roddick still just 19, just turned 19. Got a big future ahead of him.
What does the future hold for that man, Jack Brasington? He's about to turn 25 years old, now just playing in his first ever tour level event, and it's the US Open. The only pro tournament title he's ever won was in Mexico. That was a challenger in June of 2000. He had to qualify for that one as well.
Time.
So it's been a long road for Brasington, but hopefully it doesn't stop here. Maybe he can parlay this into some more success down the road. Well, we're on serve here in the third set. Brasington now serving at 3-4, having just broken Andy Roddick.
Fifteen
15 all. Now 30-15 for Brasington.
A bit lucky to get away with that. Just catching the line. And
30 all.
actually setting himself up for a big winner to the forehand side.
It's the 25th winner of the match for Andy Roddick. 7th off the forehand side. And a double fault now gives Andy Roddick a chance to break back, which would allow him to serve for the match if he can convert this point. Well, not so fast. Brasington levels the score at deuce.
Coach of Roddick, Tariq Benabilis. Frenchman, used to play on the tour.
Yeah, Benabilis at one time ranked number 22 in the world back in the late 80s. And now Brasington has a chance to hold serve. Even this third set at 4-all.
It was in 1987, was it, Sam?
Yep.
Game, Brasington.
So Jack Brasington holds serve. And it's 4-all. You know what month it was, Peter?
4 games
in
off.
June.
You got it.
Good thing we've got these stats. So Andy Roddick.
Thank you.
Serving 4 games all, 2 sets to love lead, 6-2, 6-1.
Left.
That's good.
15 love.
I really like Jack Brasington's demeanour out there. He's jumping around, really enjoying himself out there, trying the best he can. This is 1 point, he's back over, ready to return the next one. Certainly earning a lot of fans out here.
40 love.
Probably getting a sore arm as well.
Yeah. And now 40 love for Andy Roddick, a chance to go up 5-4 here in the third set.
Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick does indeed hold. We're on serve here in the third set, but Jack Brasington will be serving to stay in this match. Roddick ahead 5-4. Well, Jack Brasington doing something that very few people have done on tour this year, and that is break Andy Roddick's serve. Brasington was broken earlier in the set, and then broke back when Andy Roddick double faulted at break point. Of course, Andy Roddick has become a fan favorite here in the United States, not just here at the National Tennis Center, but all over this country. Fans love the attitude and the demeanor in which he plays this game. A lot of pressure on him as the future of American tennis, but he seems to really enjoy it, actually. Seems to almost welcome it. So look at our sky cam from overhead. Camera sliding right over top of the court.
Time.
There it is.
It's like a big spider hanging out of the sky with eyes.
So Andy Roddick will try to break serve to win this match. Jack Brasington, of course, wanting to prevent that. Brasington serving at 4-5 here in the third set.
15 love.
15 love. $111 miles an hour.
30 love.
Brasington's fastest serve tonight has been 120. Brasington up 40 love.
40 love.
Brasington known as Gentleman Jack back in his college tennis days.
40-15.
That one a little long, so Brasington will continue to serve up 40-15. There it is. So we're at 5-all in the third set.
New balls.
Jack Brasington making a statement.
5 games all.
I mean, honestly, Peter, Andy Roddick looks like he can't believe it every time he loses a point. I'm sure that's got to be a little aggravating to Brasington. He's found a way to settle down and hold serve in this set.
Well, he's just taking it point by point, as I said. That's all he needs to do.
Roddick showing him new balls. Well, and Roddick may be pushing a little too much right now.
Wow. Imagine that. Catching Roddick by complete surprise. His nets.
Well, this one will be on the highlight shows.
He's got that pass.
It's love 40. Jack Brasington has a chance to break Andy Roddick for a second time this set, which would give him the opportunity to serve for the third set. And when you've got to serve as big as Andy Roddick, love 40 isn't as bad as it would be for some.
He's just taking a bit more time here, gathering his thoughts. Doesn't want to lose this game. Oh, he must have been very lucky with that one.
Now flirting with the line.
15.
On that deuce sideline, or on that ad sideline, excuse me. It's still 15-40. And a chance for Brasington to break again. We've actually seen a few go through this week, Peter.
Yeah, they've changed the nets a few times. Bigger holes in them.
That long, so Roddick has saved 2 break points. Still 1 more remaining for Brasington.
Thank you.
There it is. So despite a 125-mile-an-hour second serve, Jack Brasington stands up to it and breaks serve. He'll serve for the third set.
Well, amazing scenes here.
I mean, at the end of that second set, we thought we'd be out of here in about 22 additional minutes. It was looking that way. Roddick took the first 2 sets. First one was 22 minutes. The second one was 21 minutes.
Roddick's disgusted with himself. He's threw his hat down in anger, and it was amazing. It's good to see the Brasington box, the camp of the got over there. These guys were going nuts, just jumping up and down, throwing high fives around everyone inside and pumping fists. He's still got to come out. He's still got to do the job. What an entertaining last couple of games this has been.
Thank you. Ready for play.
Playing a lot more steadier. Play those slice. Don't see him play too much for them. Coming up the unforced error. It's 3 points to go for Brasington. Make that 2.
Jack Brasington.
He's on the verge.
114-mile-an-hour serve.
My goodness.
Who is this guy?
He should have started this match now.
What happened?
Talk about take a 2-set warm-up.
Triple set point. 40 love.
Oh, he had that too.
40-15.
And a double fault. But still 40-15.
Roddick committed himself. Ran around trying to hit a forehand. Had him for all money.
Two double faults.
40-30.
Well, he's just got to pretend this is any other match. Pretend he's back out on the hard courts at the University of Texas.
Thank you.
It's out, and Jack Brasington, much to the delight of his friends and family behind him, has won this third set. The 223rd player in the world has taken a set off the 18th player in the world, Andy Roddick. Wow.
Well, we weren't expecting this.
No, we weren't.
Roddick was in full control. Couldn't get a break in the third set.
Roddick has broken 6 times tonight, but he allowed Jack Brasington to break him twice in that set. Almost, well, it is unheard of. Roddick holding serve around 90% of the time for the entire year. So Brasington getting ready to do battle in the 4th set. Andy Roddick trying to figure out what went wrong. He'll have to settle down.
Fans got the Mexican wave going around this Arthur Ashe Stadium. It's not a very good one, but giving A for effort, trying very hard.
4th set.
4th set, Roddick to serve.
Here we go.
Round 4.
All right, let's squash the wave.
Thank you. Thank you.
Big thing
Love 15.
Brasington's done the last few games is get the Roddick serve back. Roddick's been self-destructing. Not expecting him to come back at all.
15 all.
So of course, doesn't get it back. Better serve there.
Third 15.
121. That's long, and Roddick
40-15.
jumps out to a 40-15 lead.
Game Roddick.
So Andy Roddick, after dropping the first point of that game, settles down, reels off
First game, fourth
4
set.
points in a row, ending it with a 132-mile-an-hour ace. And it's one love Roddick here in the fourth.
What's your prediction this set, Sam?
Oh, stay away from that. Unless you do. You go first.
I'll take 6-3 for Roddick.
I'll take 6-2 for Roddick.
Sure, Brasington would love to make it 6-2 to himself. See what he's got. Great idea.
15.
Certainly got his rhythm, Jack Brasington, on his ground strokes now. The ball really firm and well. Moving Roddick around.
Brasington with 17 winners tonight, 42 unforced errors. And he pushes that one long, giving Roddick
Love 30.
a chance at love 30.
Buries that. A short return from Roddick.
15-30.
Good serve into the body, but still trailing 15-30.
Ooh, just wide. He levels the score at 30 all.
30 all.
And now a break point for Andy Roddick. 30-40. Coach looking on.
A little bit of concern in his eyes, I'd say.
Too good.
Deuce. Light. Versus.
Roddick not happy with the line call.
Advantage
It's the line that
Brasington.
Cyclops is ruling.
And now Brasington has a chance to hold after being down a break point in this game.
That's a shame. Jack Brasington played a great point there. Maybe laying off the last one. Being a little too cautious. He's picked up his game, hasn't he, Sam?
Yeah, he definitely has. I mean, he's just going toe-to-toe out there.
It's not as if Roddick's changed his style or he's dropping it all.
Roddick may have gotten into a pattern of trying to force things a little too much, trying to end the match too quickly, and it allowed Brasington to just settle down, develop some confidence.
Advantage Roddick.
It's his 11th double fault.
And it will give Andy Roddick his 11th break point.
He's so good with his sums. Very quick.
Thank you. Aussies don't give out compliments that much. That's
Take him while you can.
Yeah. With Jack Brasington
Deuce.
continuing to stay alive.
Big reason for that. Taking the second set. His first serve percentage is right up now, 60%. Just 40% when we started the match, and that's given him
Advantage
a
Brasington.
game point. That was his mother whistling before when he took his shirt off. And their mothers whistled at their sons?
Well, why not? Just trying to get everybody else into it. It's a big moment for him.
Deuce.
And another double fault for Brasington. Fourth deuce of this game. This is the second game of the fourth set. Andy Roddick up 1-love and 2-1.
Fine serve, 103 miles an hour out wide.
Advantage Brasington.
Giving him another game point. Coming up to 1.5 hours match time.
Game. Brasington.
There it is, Jack Brasington serves an ace as his parents look on, proud as they can be. Brasington has leveled the fourth set, 1-all.
What a great moment for parents of Jack Brasington, friends and family. Girlfriend Kimberly Johnson. And the time of their lives out there.
That a little long.
I wonder if his 4 coaches are out there as well.
Yeah. 4 coaches listed in his little bio.
All wanting a piece of the pie after this match.
$20,000 to the loser. And it is 15-all. And one wonders why Roddick doesn't try to get into the net a little bit now. Brasington certainly is grooved on his strokes in the long rallies. Put some pressure on him.
30-15. Bogey 15.
There's ace number 13 right down the middle, 123 miles an hour. And it sets up a game point for Andy Roddick.
Roddick putting everything into this. Brasington sitting back there, taking it.
And Andy Roddick holds, and it's 2-1. Roddick here in the fourth set. Jack Brasington having a little conversation with himself. See Roddick ending this point. Slugfest.
Wasn't holding back. Little fist pump, come on.
Brasington basically matching him stroke for stroke. Brasington looking like he's exerting very little energy compared to Roddick in those rallies as well.
He's using the pace of Roddick very well.
It's the benefit of playing someone who hits it as hard as Roddick. Of course, the drawback is you see a lot of balls go by you.
Time.
So we're in the fourth set here in Arthur Ashe Stadium, the final night match. And Jack Brasington trying to stay on serve here early in the fourth. 1-2. Wait for the plane to go over.
Love 15.
Clever play, Brasington.
Well, this crowd loves it. And Andy Roddick having to deal with not being the overwhelming fan favorite right now, as this crowd has shifted its support over to that man. Now 40-15. That's long, and it's 2-all.
2 games off.
Andy Roddick, first set 6-2, second set 6-1. Under an hour. Looked in complete control of the second set. Brasington breaking back, taking 7-5, and is matching Andy Roddick. Not so much with power, but all the balls back, have to rack it off Roddick.
Match now an hour and 36 minutes old.
30 love.
130 miles per hour. Means business now. 136.
40 love.
He's getting up there. His fastest serve today, 139. Fastest of the tournament, as I mentioned at the start, 142, served by Taylor Dent.
That was 141, just a little bit long, so it doesn't count.
Right, to go in.
Game Roddick.
Well, Andy Roddick gets an easy hold there. Stays out in front here in the fourth set.
Roddick
Now
leads
leading 3-2. Roddick has the second fastest serve of the 2001 U.S. Open at 139. Taylor Dent's 142. Ted Brzezinski 138. Murad Safin 137.
All amazing scenes here.
Just to kind of give you an update of what's going on. It's in the fourth set. 2-3 Brasington serving on serve when we come back out. Brasington's hit 24 winners, had 49 unforced errors. Andy Roddick with 34 winners, just 23 unforced errors, but he's got all he can handle right now despite impressive statistics such as those. Roddick also with 13 aces compared to 5 for Brasington. So Jack Brasington, born in Miami, Florida, living now in Arlington, Virginia, will be serving at 2-3 here in the fourth set.
Thank you.
Not too good. Point set up by the serve out wide of the right forehand. Opening right court right up. Big key is he's lifted his first serve percentage again. 40%, probably in the first 2 sets. Up now 62% for the match. .30 love lead.
Roddick finally gets on the board this game. Can't believe I'm saying that.
Every dog has its day, Sam.
Now 40-15.
40-15.
A chance to level the fourth set at 3-all.
Game Brasington.
Well, ace number 6 for Jack Brasington. And we're tied at 3 apiece.
3 games off.
Early today, James Blake came out and played some unbelievable tennis. Was not looking at all in control of the match with Leighton Hewitt. And turned things around quick smart. By far the better player for most stage of that. Jack Brasington coming through with the goods at the moment. Oh, that's unbelievable. That's rough.
15 love.
Great return.
Well, he just seems to be seeing the Roddick serve so well.
He's picking it. That's what's catching Roddick by surprise. The fact that it's coming back and coming back fast. Great hustling. Listen to the crowd.
They love it.
They'll adopt this boy if they have a chance.
15 off.
Great pick up there. Scrambled.
Well, it's been a good day for American tennis. At least on the men's side.
30-15.
So we've seen some young up-and-comers shining here at the National Tennis Center. Andy Roddick double faults to 30 all now.
Still looking good for my pick.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything.
That's a bit unfortunate. Brasington.
Now Roddick with a chance to hold it 40-30.
Let
So Andy Roddick survives. He holds. He leads 4-3 in this fourth set. We'll see if Jack Brasington can follow.
See that return come back so deep and fast.
Well, Andy Roddick's, I mean,
he's lucky.
He's got to be a little bit concerned right now.
He's lucky. He's still got the upper hand in the set, being able to serve first.
Tariq Benabilis concerned as well. Well, this is good for Andy Roddick.
Absolutely.
The 18th seed. It's just his second appearance in the U.S. Open in the main draw. It's just his third main draw match. Just in the first round last year. And of course, won his opening round here this year.
Time.
So Jack Brasington will be serving at 3-4 here in the fourth set. Roddick with a 2-1 lead.
New balls. $15 love.
I wonder if Jack Brasington got some inspiration from James Blake's match. So you could have to take everything away from that match. It was absolute blinder.
Brasington with a very realistic chance now of doing something Blake couldn't do, because there appears to be no physical problems in sight. And Brasington holds, and it's 4-all.
Four games off.
I'm absolutely mind-boggled the fact that Jack Brasington's taken 2 sets, 2.5 sets to get himself into gear. Now we've got one of the best matches we've seen.
The quality of tennis is just night and day compared to when we started this match. I mean, we literally, realistically, looked like we could have been finished in an hour with this match, the way it started. Now we're heading towards hour number 2. Oh! Good stuff.
Great hustling from Jack Brasington. Not a great volley from Roddick. A good lob. Even with his athletic ability, Roddick wasn't able to come up with the goods on that one. 15 all. So Roddick can't win points. He's trying to take his opponent out.
Right into the body. 30-15. Man. That's one way to do it.
135 miles per hour. Someone should run out with a helmet for him.
Well, Roddick goes at Brasington, and it works. He leads 5-4.
5 games to 4.
That's one change in tactics. I certainly have no idea what it feels like to serve one that fast, but I used to say I wouldn't do the same thing. I mean, hey.
I'm thinking that Roddick's mindset is Brasington's playing the match or the couple of sets of his life. He needs to maybe pinch himself, wake up. He's in dream time, so he's trying to give him a little bit of a pinch himself.
Well, he's hit him once already today, squarely on the arm. That'll definitely wake him up.
Might have triggered his points and got him going.
You know, earlier this year in Miami, Andy Roddick nailed Pete Sampras in the middle of the chest with an ace. Went on to win that match. Now suddenly Arthur Ashe Stadium has come alive. It was very quiet the first 2 sets, but now these fans loving what they're seeing.
Time.
Jack Brasington, however, will have to hold serve to stay in this match. He's serving at 4-5.
Thank you.
Into the stands.
15 love.
The points Brasington comes in on, he's certainly picking the right moments. He has missed a few volleys, but they were good volleys to miss because he was being very aggressive with them.
Having a little discussion with the ball kids in the background for throwing a ball during a point. It's 30-15. Now 30 all. The drama increases. Roddick suddenly now 2 points from the match.
Oh, it's fantastic tennis. Crowd has come alive again. They're enjoying this battle.
40.
It was such a one-sided affair. It's good scrambling from Roddick. Brasington with the smash overhead put away. It's got 40-30. Point to level it up. 5 games all.
Thank you.
It's out.
Brasington.
And Brasington evens things at 5 all.
5 games all.
This is the stage of the third set when Roddick was broken. Been no breaks in this set.
Wow. 105 mile an hour second serve, but had a lot of kick on it. See if he goes at him again. Nope, but that works just as well. 14th ace of the match for Andy Roddick. Up 40 love.
40 love.
Oh, it's amazing. 132 mile an hour. Came back at probably 142 mile an hour.
Do you think any of the other guys are watching this and figuring something out? Because he's really able to return the serve like I haven't seen this year. And I've seen a lot of Andy Roddick matches this summer.
He's doing a fantastic job.
And from 40 love, we go to 40-30.
40-30. Thank you.
That's a winner.
Oh,
just long.
Roddick leads 6 games.
So Roddick hangs on. And again, Brasington will have to hold to stay in this match. Whew. Well, you and I were on that Blake Hewitt match today, and we didn't think that could get any more dramatic.
This is very exciting here.
And now we've got this one, though it's definitely a different kind of drama. It's a little more fun. Wow.
That's it. Wouldn't have thought again after the first 2 sets. We'll be still here. Brasington's come through with the goods. Certainly got a little bit of an uphill battle to go. Forced us into a tie break. It's been a very entertaining match.
So Jack Brasington now faces the task of trying to send this 4th set into a tiebreaker. Love.
15 love.
It's too good. Takes the ball so early. Brasington, that's the thing being the trouble for Roddick, that it's come back the pace he uses.
His timing has just been phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's like he's looking at a volleyball or
a big serve, 119 down the tee. Giving up 40-15, 2-game points.
15.
Take this to a tiebreaker.
There it is.
Brasington.
So a tiebreaker will decide this 4th set.
2 hours for 4 sets.
6
Got to be
games
some of the
all.
quickest tennis.
Tiebreak.
Go on.
We briefly saw his family over there high-fiving each other.
Thank you.
Roddick has got no idea. He is just
1-0. Brasington.
mind-boggled, confused, very frustrated. His serve coming back with ease. Brasington's racket.
2-0.
He's lifted his serve percentage. He's up 66% now for the match.
Brasington.
Winning 71% of those points.
Thank you.
Brasington.
3-0. Brasington.
How would you like to be them right now?
Having the best time of their lives, I'm sure.
I'm sure they're nervous wrecks as well. So Roddick scratches out a point.
3-1. Brasington.
But Brasington still up 3-1. Close to 7, win by 2.
Thank you.
Ouch. Be pretty flexible.
Well, this time Roddick picking the right side. It's as if Brasington has a magnet stuck to him and the balls of Roddick's hitting are attracted to him.
137-mile-an-hour serve. And it's now 3-2.
Brasington still got the mini break. It's down to 2 hours.
Now 3-all, the players will change ends. So each player winning 3 points in a row to start this tiebreaker. A little coaching going on there, maybe?
I missed it. Was there a few signs?
Making some hand gestures.
That wouldn't surprise me.
There's the Brasington box.
He's giving a bit of advice there too, but not to Jack, to the New York fans here. Get involved.
And now Roddick has the mini break back.
Well,
He's up a mini break. Serving now at 4-3. Resorting to some prayer over there in the Roddick box. Well, we're even again.
4-all.
4-all.
Probably tight call. He's still going after it.
5-4.
Just catching the tape. Brasington serve. Down 5-4.
Brasington wanting to get these 2 points to give him a set point when Roddick serves next.
Thank you. Thank you.
Will the nerves return? And now double match point for Andy Roddick. Four, 6.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Game, set, match. Roddick.
Well, Jack Brasington does himself proud.
Absolutely.
As his parents and everyone else in Arthur Ashe Stadium go to their feet. Andy Roddick survives, beating the 223rd player in 4 sets, and applauding Jack Brasington as well.
A fantastic effort from Jack Brasington. Certainly done himself proud.
A thrilling 4-set match here to wind things up at Arthur Ashe Stadium in day 5. For Peter Tremacki, I'm Sam Gore. We'll see you tomorrow.